Hello everybody, this is Christina. I'm going to be talking about some basics today. I want to start with what you need to know if you know nothing, and then at the end to show you how you can take sort of a basic understanding and take it to the next level because you so bae. I'm obsessed with that word. It's like stupid. I love it. I call Rob bae all the time. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So something to know about foundation if you've never shopped for it before in your life. Don't get overwhelmed. It's easy, there's definitely something out there for you, but you have to keep in mind formulation and you need to keep in mind tonality. And what that means is, are you gonna go for a cream foundation, liquid, powder, maybe a BB cream? And then as far as tonality, are you gonna go for something cool toned, warm toned, or neutral? So to start with something I think that's a little easier to understand, let's just talk about what can foundation be like though. So if you're looking for, it really depends on your coverage. If you want something full coverage, you might want to go with a liquid or powder heavier foundation. If you have trouble skin or you just like the way that full coverage foundation looks, that might be your best option. There are also BB creams that are lighter formulation, so if you are just looking to be a little bit more perfected, then that could be a great option for you. I personally have always really liked cream foundations, like liquidy cream foundations. I feel like they feel really good on the skin, and even though they're a little bit heavier, it's just my preference. So you're gonna have to play around. Quite honestly, you're probably not going to pick your holy grail foundation first try. I would also recommend that you go to places like Sephora that offer samples so that you can try out different things and get a feel for what you actually like before you have to actually splurge and, you know, spend the full amount. If there's any product that I think it's kind of important to go with the higher end, I'd say foundation, because that's what you're going to slather over your whole face every day, and it'll affect your skin. So it's worth it to splurge a little bit to find something that really works for you, makes you feel confident, and is something that you could see yourself wearing every day. Okay, as far as tonality goes, you need to determine whether your skin falls under these kind of three headers that they use universally in every makeup brand, every store you're gonna go to. Are you cool toned, warm toned, neutral? It's actually pretty easy to find out. Someone who's cool toned is going to feel more confident and probably just look a little bit better in silver jewelry. It's someone that has almost like an ashiness or a ruddiness to their complexion. So if you feel that you're very pale, or you get very red, or even if you're very dark and you just seem to be more on the kind of ashier or greener side of the color wheel, then you'd probably be someone who's more cool toned. Typically people that are cool toned either have very light hair and light eyes, or you could even be very dark and just kind of, so if that made any distinctions for you, that helps. Another easy thing you could do, look at the inside of your wrist, woo, and look at your veins. It's a little bit difficult to see in this light, but if you have more blue and purple veins, then you're probably someone who's cool toned. Another thing to keep in mind is if you're someone that burns more easily than tans when you're out in the sun, you're cool toned. And then to the opposite, if you're warmer, you look better in gold jewelry, you tan very easily, you tend to have almost like a natural tanness about your complexion, or, you know, it doesn't take much to get you there. And yeah. So if you make the mistake of getting something that's incorrect for you, you're gonna either end up looking too pink with something that's cool toned, where you'll look like you have pancake face, or if you go something that's too warm, you're gonna end up looking too yellow or too orange. So you have to kind of find not only your right shade, not getting something that's too dark or too light for you, but getting the right tone, because that's really going to matter, especially when it's over your entire face. It's going to make a difference. If you're neutral, you're somewhere in between. You look at your wrist and you have green veins, which is something that warm toned people have, and you also have blue veins. You feel like it could go really either way when you wear gold or silver jewelry. If you really can't decide or you're torn between the two, I'd say go for something neutral. Why not? You really can't do any wrong there. It has a mix of every property. So that's how you decide foundation. And then as far as applying, I'd like to show you some tips and tricks that I have. So more important than foundation, I feel like, is skincare, because the better that your skin looks, the less you have to work and put on makeup. And by the way, you don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to wear a full face of foundation every single day. There's no rule or law telling you to, and if it's society, then F that. Wear whatever you want, wear what makes you feel comfortable. I'm going to start, however, with some skincare, prepping my face. You've seen this product already, but I love it. Aroma water. So I'm just going to spray that over my face. I also love to moisturize every single day. You may not need to if you maybe have oilier skin or you haven't found a moisturizer that you like, but I really, really like this one here. I got this from Sephora, recommendation from my friend Becca, actually. This is First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. As far as Ulta products go, I think this one is actually really affordable. You get quite a bit of product. I have the largest size here for about $30, I want to say, maybe $28, somewhere in that range. So just applying over my face and a little bit onto my neck as well. I remember reading this article that was, because I'm obsessed with French people, I speak French, I love French, that was saying that French women stay young looking by applying moisturizer to their neck always. So I've been obsessed with doing that ever since I read that in an article, because I'm like, can I be French, please? Can I be one step closer to being French? Okay, so now that that's done, kind of gives a nice do your feel to the skin, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. I like to use a moist beauty blender. I think that it really melds product into the skin. This is another thing that you have to try out. See for yourself, what tool do you like best? Do you like using a brush? Do you like using, you know, a powder brush versus a flat brush? It also depends on the product that you're using, but I think pretty universally people really, really love the beauty blender. So that's just my recommendation. Okay, so I just went ahead and off camera applied my foundation, which is Kat Von D's Lock It Tattoo Foundation. Holy grail product for me. This is my second or third repurchase of this. I'm gonna say third. This is third. Okay, so this is where we step it up to the next part. If you're comfortable with foundation and you're looking for a way to switch it up, I find that the best possible trick for foundation is using a more matte or satin foundation all over your face, because no matter what your skin type is, it's going to just make you look completely flawless. And then adding in some life back to your skin by using a thinner, more dewy liquid foundation over top in certain areas. So I'm gonna go grab, this is MAC Face and Body Foundation. This I'm not 100% proud to use from a just a vegan cruelty-free standpoint, because I'm fairly sure that MAC and Satan have collaborated to test all of their products on animals and not give a damn about anything that they do. But I have to say, I've had this one for a while. This is a staple MAC product. It's just really great. It's also the best value in all of MAC, period. Not even just foundations, for anything that they have, because you get 4 ounces of product for, I want to say, somewhere in the $30 range, and all of their other foundations are just so much more expensive than that. So this is something that I really, really recommend. I happen to be in the color C2 because, as I said, I'm a warm toned person. I tend to actually look quite a bit yellow. I don't think that the camera actually does it justice or anything, but yeah, I'm a pretty sallow human being. So what I'm doing is taking my beauty blender. You can see the side I just got all dirty with foundation, and then the clean side, I'm going to take the clean side and put a little dollop of the Face and Body Foundation. And now I'm going to breathe life back into this face. So I'm going to dot it in the high planes of my face, areas that would naturally flush or get a little bit more dewy looking. So I'm starting on the high planes of the cheeks, going down the bridge of my nose, into the chin, a little bit over the lip and bits of the forehead, specifically over, okay, my brow. And really, this is the finished product. You can see that it's kind of dewy and fresh looking in all of the areas that, you know, make it look a touch more natural, but it's also full coverage and flatter in the places that I personally need. So that is it. That's how you go from basic to bae using foundation. Holla! And I hope that you all liked it. If you have any tips you'd like to share with me, or you have any suggestions or any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be looking over them, and I'm happy to help you with anything that I personally know. So thank you very much for tuning in. Please feel free to subscribe if you'd like. We make plenty of new stuff all the time. And yeah, we appreciate the love. Love us. Thanks. Bye.